Hi, Dave Skosick with PR Delaware here at Dover Air Force Base with Colonel Michael Grismer, commander of the 436th Airlift Wing. Welcome.
Thank you, sir, and thanks for coming to see me today.
Oh, it's so good to be here today. I know you got a big story to tell and all about the base and things that happen here, and I know you're a big part of the community. So tell us about it. Tell me about your experiences here and what you do.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you for the question, and I also want to say part of what we do here at Team Dover is to deliver great capability for our nation, and one of the ways we do that is our people, and I'll hit first of all, they're one of our top priorities. We've got great people, and I tell them there's never been a better time to be in our United States Air Force than today, and there's never been a better time to be an airman at Dover. Our folks, we've got the best and brightest of America that come here, and they do amazing things for our country, and certainly they are what make things work here at Team Dover. And the second thing I'll talk about is our mission. We've got some amazing missions here, and as you know, we have got the only C-5M modernized fleet in the United States Air Force. We've got 18 of them. We've got 13 C-17 aircraft and some great capability here. We've got the DoD's largest aerial port, and then we support some pretty important missions. Our Air Force Mortuary Affairs operations, the only port mortuary in the DoD. So pretty important missions that go through Team Dover. And then the third priority, and also very important one, is our families. And you know, military life is difficult on our families, and certainly we put them through a lot, and you know, they are a force multiplier for us. When their spouses are and their kids are taking care of business at home while our folks are deployed doing our nation's work, that's certainly something that we need to focus on and taking care of them.
And certainly the military, I don't think, has ever been asked to do more in the recent past than it has today, especially with downsizing and additional missions, and very impressed with what they do. And you mentioned kids. Of course, they're young adults. I know you mean that in the best fatherly way that it possibly is. But these young people, they just do so many missions. They and their families support them. We're very proud to be, especially those of us who are prior military service. And I know I've gone to a number of your breakfast and events associated with the Chamber every year, and it's an impressive array of information and accomplishments. Would you like to touch on some of those?
Certainly, sir. We are, and I mentioned our mission piece. In fact, we've got several folks. We enable combat power all over the globe. We've got several folks that are deployed, and we've got airplanes flying all over the world today. And many of them, as you know, have been involved in the fight against ISIS. So we get the warfighter to the fight, we sustain them through the fight, and then we bring them home. We're also involved in humanitarian aid. We had, while the aircraft wasn't ours, but one of the aircraft that went for Nepal came through our port here, and supplies were consolidated, and we got that airplane off through our super port here. So certainly we're involved in that aspect of the humanitarian relief throughout the world today too. But we have our hands in everything, and there's never a slow day. In fact, we're in the middle of an exercise right now, and tomorrow this exercise will culminate. It's basically a hurricane exercise, and we're bringing several of our partners throughout the state, both DEMA, FEMA, as well as NORTHCOM, and then our Guard teammates to come down and talk about how we would exercise, how we would actually run a HUREVAC recovery operation. So a lot of great partners that make teams go. And I'll also hit on our 512th Airlift Wing, our AFRIC Air Force Reserve Command partner. You know, we get great support, and Team Dover is truly a team effort because of what they bring to our fight every day. The total force integration with our AFRIC partners and the active duty here brings great capability to what we have every day, and we couldn't do our mission without them.
And I know not only are you involved with the national missions and such, but you're also involved with a lot of community outreach and efforts. I know the base consistently wins awards for its community interaction.
Yes, sir, and we are so very fortunate to have great partners, and I know you are fully aware of our honorary commander program, and I will tell you, each one of our commanders, each one of our unit commanders here on base has an honorary commander downtown, and as you know, many of them are civic leaders, they're local business leaders, they're judges, they're people who really have the pulse on what happens in Delaware, and they tell our story better than we can. We have a great partnership, and they bring great insight to our operations as well. And I'll also hit on volunteers. We have over 200 volunteers on Team Dover. Most of them work in the USO supporting so many of our our people that come through here, and we also got volunteers that are interspersed throughout our clinic and other organizations on base. So it's great to have that kind of support in a community like this.
I know you've got a great USO representative here, a great USO office in the terminal that works with people from across the world as they pass through here. Now, also you mentioned the mortuary operation. That is very unique in the world, actually. Tell us a little bit about that.
Certainly, and all of the fallen heroes will come through here, Dover Air Force Base, and the Air Force Mortuary Affairs operations led by Colonel Dan Mary, great mission partner here on the base, and the amazing work that they do. And I tell our folks, this base has always got to be looking sharp, because family members of the fallen, this could be their first and last impression of what a military base looks like, and certainly we owe it to them to treat them with the utmost in dignity and respect, because this is a very, very solemn time for many of them coming through here. And certainly we take great pride in making sure this place look good, that we treat everyone with professionalism, and that's a no-fail mission for us as well.
Now, you've got a very key position here. What do you see as your greatest accomplishments during your short term here? That's a tough question, but there's probably things that pop up.
Oh no, I would not even hesitate to say the people here make it all happen, and they are the true heroes of Team Dover. And for me to be able to be out and about and spend time with them is amazing to me every day, and certainly they deserve all the credit for all the great things that go on here at Team Dover. And I'm just blessed to be part of a great team here, and to also be part of a great community here at Dover, because without our downtown partners, you know, that's what makes everything work so well at Dover Air Force Base.
Well, I know the community thinks a great deal of the base, and as I mentioned earlier, I think a good portion of the community is made up of people who originally served here and decided to stay here, and in many instances remain connected with the base. So is there anything else that you would like to add as we get ready to close our interview, our discussion?
Well, sir, I just want to, first of all, thank you for reaching out and being a great voice for the amazing things that happen on Dover Air Force Base. And certainly, as one of my focus areas is to enhance partnerships, and you know, we do that internally, both among our active duty partners, among the various units, among our reserve partners to get the mission done, and then also leveraging the civilian expertise outside. And where we can privatize things, we have privatized base housing, we have privatized utilities. We're always looking for ways to be wise stewards of our taxpayer dollars, because we owe it to deliver the very best capability with what we're given. So we're always looking for opportunities to continue to build partnerships to do what's right for our country.
Well, I know there's a lot of folks out there who'd like to be partners with the base, and certainly we'll have contact information on the screen. And I do want to thank you very much. There is no better steward of taxpayer money than the military, and I know how hard you folks have to pinch that penny to make things happen, and to give people double effort, double work for the money you get. So I want to thank you very much. My guest today has been Colonel Michael Grismer. Thank you very much for being with us. We hope to come back.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir.